This is a quick one, a quick reminder, or a quick shout out, I should say. I just want to give a shout out to all the unsung heroes in all of our lives. I'm not talking about, distant people and strangers that we don't know. I'm talking about the people directly in our lives, directly contributing to us that we don't often maybe verbally appreciate or show appreciation in that way. These may be the people that do things for us that we take for granted. It may be the people that we may have gotten used to, or maybe it's a dynamic where you guys are both doing things for each other because it's part of the friendship. But in reality, what you guys are doing for each other is really special. It's something that some people out there, many people out there, wish they had. So my shout out goes out to all the people in our lives that make our lives easier and make our lives special. Today I was reminded of all those special people. I had a bit of a challenging day, and not because anything wrong was happening. It was more self-inflicted, really. I didn't get as much sleep as I should, and I know how much I should because my Whoop band tells me pretty much more or less how much I should be aiming for. And let's just say, whether we debate the science or whatever, algorithms or not, I was definitely low on sleep, lower than what I usually get. And I felt it. I felt it in my ability to think and show up. I found myself actually getting a bit overwhelmed, a bit stressed, a bit on edge over little things. It was just little things all day. And then not only that, but later in the day, when I actually had support around me and friends around me, I found myself consistently talking about it and lamenting over everything that could have been going wrong. And as I'm doing it, I know that I don't want to be doing it, but I go ahead and say the things that I'm saying rather than focusing on the good. There's so much good happening all the time. You just have to focus on it, say it, bring it to attention. And I saw myself doing this. I felt myself doing this. And I even asked myself, Philip, what's going on? Because it's not the thing itself. Rarely is the problem that you're thinking about the actual problem. It's almost always something deeper. So I was like, all right, Philip, what is it really? And I realized it was none of those things that were going on around me, because 9 times out of 10, I'm able to handle those things in stride with grace and confidence and purpose. Today was just one of those days where I was a little bit lethargic, second guessing myself. And you know what? I know I'll do better tomorrow. And the whole point of me talking about all this is to say that when I was at this point, I had some very, very important people around me just being there to help. I know I was lamenting about everything going on and I was complaining about it and all this stuff. I'm really grateful that I had people around there to listen, to be there for me in that moment. And I don't want to make it a habit. I don't want to do that often. But every once in a while, it's okay to lean on someone. And I always say thank you, yet at the same time, I don't feel like I say thank you enough. So this is kind of a universal shout out to all of them, sending my love to all of them. Whether or not they see this or not, well, who knows? We'll see. The point is, for me, is maybe it's even like a reminder for you to love the people in your life, appreciate the people in your life. That's what a tired day like today reminds me of, which also makes me really grateful for who I am in my life, and that I could go in so many different directions. I could cope in so many different ways, and I choose to return to love, to experiencing love. The whole essence of this channel, this show, these episodes Experiencing Love. That was the name of the podcast when it started. I mean, it's still technically the name. I just don't really go under that name anymore. You can only really find that on Spotify if you're there. But anyways, this is it for today. It's a short one, I know. I'll be back with more energy, more passion, more energy, more passion, more content in the coming days. And until then, just remember to always fill up with the love. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you and thank you.